So
Ghana, England, Panama, Croatia. What kind of start or
well,
group stage games are we expecting?
I think it's an interesting group. It's a group that pits two of the most consistent teams in world football against each other, as well as a Ghana team that did not do too well at the last World Cup in Qatar, and then a Panama team that is also not too experienced. You know, so we need to ensure that we prepare well. We need to try and ensure that our players are in the right conditions for these tournaments. You must start well, and once you start well, it puts you in a better position to finish the group strongly. 3 years ago in Qatar, we did not start well because we lost to Portugal in our first game. Then we had to fight for a win against South Korea. Unfortunately, we lost to Uruguay and we exited. So we just have to start on a strong footing against Panama. We go into the next game against England and then wrap up well against Croatia in the third match. That's the only way we can get out of this group. And I believe that with the right preparation, with the kind of materials at our disposal, if we get the right preparation, if we are lucky not to have injuries as well in the team, we can make the country proud.
Yeah, which of these teams do you think Ghana should be worried about?
All of them. I don't think there is any team to single out. If you want to do well in the tournament, you have to ensure that you take the games as and when they come, and you must go into all the games with the same approach. And that's how we are approaching the games. We want to take them one step at a time, and we want to ensure that we get good results from all of them. Yes, England is big because of what they have done in football. Yes, Croatia have been good since '98 when they broke into the world stage, and then in recent years, so they have also been very very consistent, producing even a FIFA Footballer of the Year in Luka Modric. So you cannot take Croatia for granted. I think we can also take Panama for granted. Yes, they may not be a powerhouse, but they have proven that they deserve to be where they are. And so we have to approach the games equally with the same mentality, with the same attitude, with the right attitude. I know England will also be thinking about us as we are thinking about them, because luckily for us, we have some of our players who are playing in England, and so they have a fair idea of these players. So we will approach the games with the seriousness they deserve, and ensure we get good results to be
Right,
able to make it to the next round.
right. You just answered my next question, which has to do with the fact that I spoke with a very renowned journalist from Sky Sports, who tells me that England really want to avoid Ghana. Does that give Ghana a bit of edge in terms of confidence?
We haven't met them in the World Cup yet, but at least the last time we played them at Wembley, they saw what we did.
That's
You
right.
know, when we equalized on the death through a Samoan. But I think they've been monitoring our progress in the World Cup. They saw what we did in Germany in 2006. They saw what we did in South Africa in 2010. Again, they saw what we did in Brazil. Unfortunately, we couldn't progress from the group stage. And then again in Qatar, we couldn't progress from the group stage. But on any day, you cannot take Ghana for granted. And the English teams in history have always struggled against African opposition. Even recently, they lost to Senegal in a friendly match. So I think on the basis of these, they think Ghana will be a force, but we do not want to allow that to eat into our minds. We know England is one of the three games we have to play in the group stage. The approach for Panama, same approach for England, same approach for Croatia, because our aim is to make it out of the group.
All right, briefly, your message to the team supporters out there who, welcome the draw and might be wondering what is going to happen in America, Mexico, and Canada.
Well, making it to the World Cup is a big thing. For the first time, the competition has been expanded from 32 teams to
48.
48 teams, and Ghana happens to be one of the 9+1
That's right.
African teams.
We are lucky.
So it is no mean an achievement to get here. That is the first thing to do. The second thing to do is to ensure that we put smiles on the faces of our Ghanaian fans and even other well wishers across the globe. We now know our group. We have to make it out of our group. It will not be easy. We will fight for the points. On the 17th, we will play our first game against Panama, and then we'll play against England, and then we'll play against Korea. We have a single ambition, and that ambition is to make it out of the group. And once we make it out of the group, we'll see what happens in the next round.
Briefly, also, what would the FA be doing off the field from now till 6 months' time, where we take on the rest of
There
the
is a lot to be done, a lot of monitoring, a lot of engagement, a lot of meetings, a lot of planning, a lot of execution, a lot of strategic decisions. So yes, we have a lot to do. We will be coming to America at least 3 times next year before the World Cup
the recce
commences.
and everything.
Yes, we have recce
Right.
to do, inspection meetings. We have to look at hotels, inspect training facilities. So there is a lot to do from now until June next year. But I think we have capable men to handle that.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother.